Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mr. Doran's Messy Garage. I think it's good to come back here once in a while just to come back and visit. Anyway, hopefully you guys have your 7 minutes of Moby Max finished, either with fact fluency or just the general math tab. If you don't, pause the video, go do your Moby Max, come on back. I'll still be here. It's okay. For those of you who did get your Moby Max done, super. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's jump into today's work, which starts with yesterday's work. Well, not yesterday, because yesterday was Prodigy, but anyway, all that's wrapped up. Let's get back into this right here. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. There, scoot that over so it's not like underneath where I'm trying to sit. Okay. So dude, didn't want that. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Right here, the stuff at the top, we had to draw several different rectangles that had a perimeter of 24 units. And the hint was that the two sides of the rectangle form half the perimeter, which is 12 units. So, if you drew an imaginary line through here, all right, that line's not so imaginary, it's kind of bold. Anyway, if you add this side plus this side, you should get half the perimeter. You should get 12. Let's start with 6 and 6. Yeah, 6 and 6 make 12. So that's kind of what we needed there. If you move one side a little shorter and the other side a little longer, you still wind up with a perimeter of 24, or half of that would be 12. 5 plus 7 is 12. Drop that down one more and raise that up one more. You get 4 and 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. Plus 4 plus 8 is another 12. Makes 24. A perimeter of 24. Shrink that down one more. Increase that one. 3 and 9. Still works. 2 and 10. 1 and 11. Yeah, it all goes. All right. So down here, what this is, pick one of your rectangles. Doesn't matter which one. Pick this one, pick that one, pick this one. I don't care. They've already chosen the one that has 3 units by 9 units. They've already selected this one. So we can't use that one again. We do the one next to it, 4 by 8, right? So if one side was 4 units, the other side was 8 units, is a perimeter still 24 units? You better believe it is, because 4 plus 8 is 12, plus another 4 plus 8 being 12. 12 plus 12 is what? 24. Thank you. Gabe wanted to say it, but he wasn't going to be the first one to speak out loud. I know. It's okay. So you fill in these dimensions for one of the other, well, I guess technically 2 of the other rectangles. You can't use this one because they've already got it there. You can't use this one. Well, if you wrote down the same one I did, you can't use it again. So we have to have different sides, different size sides. Okay? Write down just the dimensions of 2 more triangles. And that's got it. Now, for this right here at the bottom, that might be a little bit tricky. It says draw a shape here that is not a rectangle, and it has a perimeter of 8 units, 10 units, and 14 units. Well, I'm not going to mess with any triangles because they cut in between the lines, and that just doesn't always match up right. So something that's not a rectangle. Well, I'll be honest with you, a square is still a rectangle. So it's got to be some kind of a funky, crazy, odd shape. So if for my letter A, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that doesn't work. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I might have it. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That's one way to get a shape. It's not a rectangle, but has a perimeter of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See if you can figure one out that's got one for 10 units and one for 14 units. You can make them any shape you want to as long as it still has the same print. Well, any shape that's not a rectangle. Okay? So any kind of a weird shape that's got an odd bend or a corner to it or extra lump sticking out the side that still has 10 units or 14 units for the perimeter. Okay? I might suggest a shape like this that has a longer side or a thicker side or something just to add a couple spaces to make it come up to 10 units. Or you might want to try to find a brand new shape all on your own. But I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Okay? Take your time, finish that. I'm going to move on to the next page. Okay? But you guys get that one done. Stop the video now if you want to and solve that up. But I'm going on to the next one, which is area. All right, so perimeter, we've already stated, is the distance around an object. This bold line going around the outside. Why did Eminem just pop into my head all of a sudden? Anyway, this bold outside line, that's the perimeter, the distance around. However, all the little squares inside that rectangle, those are the area, the surface area in the middle that gets covered over. Like if you were painting a wall, if you're putting up wallpaper, if you're laying down carpet, how much of this would you cover? Okay. Now, you can either count the squares inside of here, or you can count length and width and multiply those two together to get your answer. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 squares, or 28 units squared. I could count them all individually like that, or I could take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4. And 7 times 4 is 28 square units. So you can either count them or multiply them. Either way, still works. For a shape like this, I would probably multiply. A shape like this, I would definitely multiply. A shape like this, yeah, I'm counting that one by hand because there's no way. There's just no way. This one you can multiply and then remember to subtract one, or just count at the length around the donut. All right. Well, what is the length around the donut? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 square units. This area is 8 square units. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Area B is 13 square units. Make sure I counted that right one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, okay. Now letter C, like I said, I probably just multiply. There's 2 across and 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 2 times 4 is 8. If you don't trust me or you don't trust your own math skills, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now letter D is 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3. 4 times 2 was 8. 4 times 3, add 4 more to it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 square units in letter D. Okay. Now, this is telling us again, you can use multiplication to find the area of a rectangle. Yeah, for this right here, you're not multiplying that. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. You're not multiplying that one. Okay. But for a regular rectangle like this one or this one, you can multiply to get the answer. This rectangle has a height of 1, 2, 3, and a width of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Or you can go through and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You could do that. But just multiplying is usually easier and quicker. Okay. I will do one of these with you, and you're going to do the other two. I'll do letter A. This distance is 1, 2. Put down my 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 times 5 will give us our surface area. What is 2 times 5? One more time. Say it loud, Mason. 10. Thank you. So guess what our answer is? 10 square units. Let's multiply this one. It's got 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3. 3 times 3. I'm not telling you. You figure it out. Then count the blocks for this one. It's got 3 tall, but how wide is it? Mr. Doran's starting to get a little bit sleepy. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. Find the area of these figures. Well, they've gone and been a little sneaky with you, haven't they? They took away the grid lines in the middle. Not cool, man. Not cool. But can you still figure it out? Might be harder to count the stuff in the middle, but you can count along the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3. What is 5 times 3? 15. Good job. So the area for A is 15 square units. Now, if you become desperate to figure stuff out, like say letter D, you are allowed, as long as you don't mislabel things, you are allowed to fill in the grid lines. So for letter D, I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. For letter D, I got 17 square units. Now these, you could probably multiply the length of the sides and then subtract what's missing in the middle. Right? Like this one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take 6 times 6. Whatever answer you get, subtract out what's in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, 6 times 6 minus 4. And that will get you your area. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 6 minus, how many empty spots right here in the middle? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 6. Then, once you get that, take away 5. It's a little tricky to put that extra step in there. But I think you guys are going to get it. Draw 2 rectangles or squares with an area of 16 square units. Well, think about it to yourself. What times what will give me 16? Yeah, 1 times 16. You could do that and it would work. 2 times 8, yes. Yes. No, not 3. Does 4 times anything give you? 4 times 4. Good job. I didn't see who called that one out, but good job. So you could write one that's 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what? It has an area of 16 square units. We said that 2 times 8, 1 times 16. Any of those would be good to get you that area. Let's do 1 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Think about your factors and what times what will get you 16. Down here, draw 2 rectangles with an area of 24 square units. Man, you can go for all day for 24. Think about what times what will give you 24. Just pick 2 of them. Like 12 times 2. Or like, well, yeah, 24 times 1. But I don't know if we have 24 spaces all the way across. 6 times 4, 3 times 8, and any of those work. 2 times 12, any of those work. Okay? As long as it's two factors that multiply together give you 24, make it happen. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I must have counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 1, 2. This area has a total, this shape has a total area of 24 square units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Whoop, whoop. Y'all draw the next one. But give me another one with an area of 24 square units. Let's see. I will do this next page with you, but that's where I'm stopping. Everything else going to be for Thursday. Okay? Sometimes what we can do is when you have a weird shape like this, we can draw an imaginary line down the middle here, or like where the two ends like connect. And we can figure out that this has an area of 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2. So 3 times 2. And this one has an area of 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 times 2 plus 3 times 5. So you have to figure out this first, then add it to that. So figure out that first, then that first, and then add them together. Okay? They've already done that for us over here. 3 times 2 plus 3 times 5. 3 times 2 gives us 6, plus 3 times 5 is 15. 6 plus 15 equals 21 square units. Not too shabby. It kind of works the same way, except this would be like subtraction, takeaways. You figure out your area for the big box and then subtract out the area for that centerpiece. They started off by giving us the imaginary dotted lines here. Figure out this times this, like this times this, plus this times this. It's going to equal what? They were kind enough to give you the lines there and there, but they didn't bother with it here and here, did they? Nope, nope. I'm going to bother with this one for you. I'll do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 times, well, they didn't even fill in your blanks for you. That's kind of, sheesh. All right, so 4 times 5 plus 1, 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to multiply these together and then add them together. Okay, so 4 times 5 is 20. And then 2 times 4 is 8. So that equals 20 plus 8 is 28 square units. I'll put the units with a squared mark. Okay? The others y'all can do. I trust you. I believe in you. If you have any questions, ask the substitute. We'll get you rolling. We'll get you hooked up. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. I'm not sure what's happened to my video. There we go. As far as everything else, have a great day.